2025, the year of insurance foreclosures. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So 2025 is right around the corner, and we just came out of the biggest artificially induced real estate bubble ever witnessed in human history. That's scary in and of itself. Listen, friends, let me repeat, because this is really this serious, right? I think a lot of times, because I do my best, I'm a sales guy. Try to be animated for you, entertain, educate, and inform the best of my ability. I don't want to scare anybody. I got to keep it as lighthearted as possible. But I've seen this movie before. I suffered some of its blowback back in the 2008 era, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. So even as a real estate agent, it's my job to whistleblow whenever necessary and put my clients' needs before my own. And I've earned a lot of people's business that way and just support. And I'll continue to do my best to do that as long as I feel the need to do it. But, you know, I warned about this early on as a rogue agent. Really, I went rogue as an agent back in the euphoria when I was deemed an essential worker, and all of a sudden the phone started ringing off the hook, and they got these bidding wars. Houses were selling in one day without getting a sign in the yard. You could sell a house that looked horrible that most people wouldn't look twice on. I knew the market before stimulus. And I was like, this house has no business selling. It shows horrible. I'm looking at listings, and they're just taking cell phone photos. They're not even ordering professional photos. Listen, we have protocol when we sell your house. You don't want me coming in there with my iPhone taking iPhone photos, although most people are like, well, it's probably normal. I don't know. This iPhone's pretty good. No! Drones, lighting, staging to perfection. I only have a couple moments to grab the imagination of buyers when they're browsing the internet. Your photos got to look amazing. In fact, you got to be careful, because a lot of times they look too amazing and get to the house. You're like, this doesn't look anything like the photos. There's an art form involved. But nope. During the crisis, just pop it online. Probably no pictures, and the thing's going to sell. Sight unseen. I was selling homes from the beach. I was at the beach doing business. Offers rolling in, taking phone calls. I was like, my gosh, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. 10-year-old could sell a house in this environment. Gosh, this is not cool at all. So I turned on this camera because I was stuck at home like a lot of you, and I ended up an accidental YouTuber forecasting the real estate market. And listen, friends, it just takes somebody that lived through a boom-bust cycle as a bill-paying adult and suffered some of its blowback to be able to give these reports. If you're watching these kids on YouTube, throw the playbook out the window. The data won't save you. Everybody thinks they can see it coming. I'm forecasting it. No, you're not. You can read the data. You might even get a little bit of a read off the data in terms of what one of the potential things that could happen is, or where it's actually happening. But you're chasing, in fact, lagging data. Data only tells you what happened, not what's going to happen. And listen, friends, in this day and age, we all, just like the crisis, came out of nowhere. It was a black swan event, the crisis. And they painted it, because they threw money at everybody, as some kind of a party atmosphere, a casino climate from a slot machine that continued to pay out, and that slot machine's name was the government. Their fault. And again, many people in leadership, many people in the business, they've never lived through a boom-bust cycle as a bill-paying adult, and if they did, maybe not suffered its blowback, and if they did, wanted to believe that this time was different, or it was too hard to ignore the financial gain that you were having, so you just drank the economic Kool-Aid. And I'm here to pull your covers. That's what Scott Walters does. That's what all our viewers do as well. Thank you to all the subscribers and supporters. If you're new, get subscribed. Jump on board. We'd love to have you. Get into the comments. Centered and surrounded. Iron will sharpen iron. We're going to sharpen some iron today, my friends. Which leads me into my topic. Sometimes it takes me a while to get to my topic, because we got to paint the picture. We got to paint the picture. We got to understand. If we're going to figure out where we're going, we got to understand why we got there, right? And not from data, what I just painted for you. That's how we got here. So what's that leave us? Approaching 2025 as the biggest artificially stimulus-induced housing bubble ever witnessed in human history clearly isn't sustaining itself. The air is coming out of the bubble as we see huge chunks of the nation reversing course and going through price reductions, with properties now stuck on the market for well over a month on a national average, where it used to take 24 hours to get this sold. That's never happened in history, by the way. I've never seen a market, or know of one, where you were selling homes within 24 hours. But here's the kicker, friends. People are going out of business. Insurance companies are, what do we talk about here on the show? Risk tolerance. What's your risk tolerance? What kind of risk are you willing to accept in this environment? And that's what our offers when we're writing home. Like, I always write offers. That's why I was like, over asking? I don't even want to pay asking price. Are you kidding me? Like, and then these agents, I'm sorry, I got to deviate. These agents, like, I'm so on social media, so excited that our customer won the house. Won? They walked them into the slaughter. They overpaid. They're celebrating that. No. I don't even want to pay asking price, much less over asking. Offers. These are the days of offers, and we're working with many of you right now. If you need help, of course, the email in the description below. We'll get you in the hands of a high level agent, and we'll go out there and write some offers. I know a lot of these agents, they don't want to hear what we're saying. They don't think they're all going to be like me. But you and I, we work together. Our agents just are boots on the ground. We don't care. You work for me. I don't care if you don't see it the way I see it. You don't have to see it the way I see it. I guess me and Scott Walters got this covered. Just go write our offer. If you don't, we'll fire you and get a new agent. Right? That's what I tell you guys when I talk to each and every one of you. Anytime I put you guys together with an agent, what do you get? You talk to me personally first, right? So we can formulate our game plan, not just some cold handoff if you need an agent. That's every other YouTube channel out there that's putting agents together with people. They're not talking to you personally. They're not. If they are, they ain't coming up with a game plan. Why? Because we make referral fees. So for me, I always talk to you. Like, you got a great deal on your rental. Stay put. Or let's just get you with an agent and just go, at least form a relationship and go kick the tires, shake the trees, and maybe throw some offensive offers that we know aren't going to stick so we can at least get you in the game. 2025. Let's get back to 2025. And companies are going out of business, friends. Companies are going out of business, right? And we see what's happening. I just dealt with that with one of my investment properties. Insurance went up through the roof. Flood insurance. They went at big numbers because we had a big flood here once in a lifetime flood. And it happened and came and gone. And my footprint of this big concrete block commercial property, one little teeny weeny corner was in the flood map. It wasn't half. It wasn't the whole property. I'm talking like 2 square feet of concrete block. And they wanted to charge me exorbitant amount of property insurance. So guess what I did with my newfound money? I paid off the balance of the loan on that property. So I own it free and clear and told them you can keep your hazard insurance. Not many people are going to be able to do that. Well, we already know that's happening right now because we see plenty of short sales spiking. And that's because, why are short sales spiking? I'll tell you why. Because they can no longer keep up with their cost of living. And the house is no longer worth what they paid because they bought it at the height. And prices are now coming down in plenty parts of the country. The forest fire the spark has been lit for the potential forest fire. Let me repeat. The spark. You see, because we're too deviated right now with our attention on all these other social and political topics to worry about economics. But the spark has been lit on the proverbial forest fire that's been lit. So we're seeing that. Now, insurance companies are closing their doors. And here's the challenge. You go look at a house today, right? We write an offer. Or you go to a FOMO factory, one of these DR, Lennar, whatever, brand new developments. When we look at your mortgage, here's your mortgage. Your mortgage is going to be $1,500 a month. But then you get your insurance policy, and it's $1,500 a month. They're like, whoa, wait a minute. Or you had the ultimate rug pull. You got notification from your insurance company that it's going up. Basically is what happened. When you pulled the policy, it was this, but now it's this. Or we're no longer insuring. You will have to find replacement homeowners insurance. 2025 is going to see a bunch of people unable to insure their property. And if they can, it's going to cost too much. And if the home was bought during the crisis, which we know well over 20 million were, which is more than enough to start the spark for a foreclosure crisis if those 20 million go into foreclosure or short sale. Because what they're in essence doing is they're going back to the bank. The bank's going to get caught with all this toxic debt. Do you think that the banking system, the bankers, the executives, are in their conference rooms right now like they were during stimulus with their feet up, talking about all their fat bonuses? No, people are walking out of the office right now with their boxes. Watch the Big Short. It's happening. It's going on right now. As we speak, somebody just left the office carrying their box of personal items. Again, they're in their conference rooms talking, how do we stop the bleeding? We've got a bunch of people that came in with minimum amounts down, bought at the height of the biggest bubble, no skin in the game, and they can no longer keep up with their costs to carry the property. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy. I want to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested. Insurance companies, 2025. Welcome to the swimming pool. I predict that we're going to see this, unfortunately, and I would love to be wrong, friends. Please, please. I'm not cheering for a crash. I just understand the waters we're swimming in. Anytime the real estate market exhibits bubble behavior, it's going to come with some crash risk. If you work in the industry, those words might. If you work in the industry, you might want to practice letting those words come out of your mouth, although it might be too little, too late. Anytime the housing market exhibits bubble behavior, it's going to have some crash risk. You, me, everybody gets to decide what percentage of likelihood is on it. If somebody says there's zero crash risk here, run. Don't walk, run for the exits. This is happening right now. Personal experience, properties, insurance. Drop it in the comments below. Did your insurance payment go down? No. Did it stay the same? No. It went up. If you could find it at all, what do you think that's going to do for the housing market? Help it? It's going to hurt it. And that's why I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network, top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.